Hi, I'm here with Vikter Duplaix. I'm Lexi Lewis, and we're going to talk a little bit about Vikter and his career and some of the things that he's working on. And Vikter, if you wouldn't mind, please give the folks a little something about you, such as a mini bio, like what you've done, who you're working with, who you've worked with, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, I am a recording artist, international DJ, producer, songwriter, Grammy nominated. Worked with all kinds of people over the years. I can't remember all the names at this point, but I've been pretty busy.
Okay. So, since you've been doing this so long, who are some of the other musicians or artists or DJs that have inspired you?
I mean, that's always a tough question because I'm such a fan of just music and creativity. So I don't really have a set of people per se that make me say, oh, I wanted to be like this, I wanted to be like that, or anything. It's more of just an appreciation of high quality art. And I always have my eyes open, my ears open. And when I see it, I like it, and I keep it moving.
All right, all right. Now, I read that in 2012 you performed at the Emmys.
Yeah.
And you were part of the house band, and you were one of the first DJs to ever be invited to do that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
That was the first time they put a DJ in the band that plays all the music live. So I was actually a musician with the other violinists and guitar players and everything on stage, and we're doing all the cues, all the hot cues for the actors coming up to get their awards and things like that. So that was fascinating just because of the amount of pressure and the tempo, and you can't mess up on live TV.
Yeah.
So
how'd that gig come about?
The co-band director, Michael Bearden, who is a good friend, and also he's a part of the Grammy, he's a part of the Grammy board that I'm on in Los Angeles. He said, man, look, we want to try something. Me and Steve Jordan want to see if we can get you on and see if we can add a DJ to this band, and we figured you'd be the right guy for that because you understand music and rhythm and how to fit yourself inside of a musical ensemble versus trying to dominate. So it was a great experience for all of us, I think.
Great. You think they'll do it again?
I hope so. I think it was an exciting thing. It was a lot of music to understand in a short period of time, over 200 songs in a week. That you have to be aware of, and they change them at the drop of a dime. We're not going to do that one, do this one. And you're like, oh, okay. It was fun.
Good. Now, I know that your second album was the one that you have a Grammy nomination for, right? So, what did that feel like to you when you found that you were being nominated for a Grammy? And does winning a Grammy or any kind of music award mean anything to you?
Well, I didn't really have any expectations to be nominated, so I wasn't looking. I really wasn't expecting it at all. It came out of nowhere. And I think what was more of an amazing part of it was that you got to see what the Grammy meant to everyone else, right? So for me as a musician, it's like you don't know if you're going to get an award. You don't really aspire. I don't create to win awards. But when your name is in USA Today or CNN website or something like that, and everybody's like, oh my God, you're nominated for a Grammy, this is crazy. And you just see how far-reaching it is in the consciousness of everyone around the world, then it makes you say, wow, that must be a pretty major accomplishment, and it's cool. The process itself of going to the Grammys and walking the red carpet and being one of 200 or so nominees, it's a very special thing because you get to see the musicians that aren't just the top 10 pop stars, and just how seriously they take music and how important it is to them, and you feel like you're part of a very special club at that point.
Okay. Now I'm going to switch gears a little bit. You created the Kiss and Grind tour. Tell the folks a little bit about that.
Well,
concept?
Kiss and Grind is a party that was born in LA in a art gallery a few years ago, which was basically bringing an East Coast party to LA, which is just close interaction. It's not so much about profiling, it's more about dancing and having fun. It's not a bottle popping, show off kind of thing. It's really about letting yourself go, enjoying yourself, and going home and saying, I really had fun. You know, not just based on being drunk or being high or whatever. It's like, I really had a good time. I met some good people, and it was so unusual out here that it has become, because it's still going in LA pretty strong, this special thing where people know when I want to go have fun, I go find that party. And so it's such a phenomenon in Los Angeles. It's kind of underground, it's not mainstream, we don't do any over-the-top promotions or marketing, it's really word of mouth. Then we started to get such a demand for it to go to the East Coast that we did that in last fall. And the fascinating thing was that the East Coast people have forgotten to party that way too. You know, and I'm thinking like, well, how are we going to take an East Coast party back to the East Coast? But the idea of having fun is kind of gone from nightlife. So it takes people a minute to say, oh, I can have fun. Oh, okay, I can dance, I can enjoy this. Because they're so used to going out and being stiff or profiling or showing off how many bottles they can buy, or you know how mini your mini skirt can be and all those things. And that's fine, but you know this is about having fun, so that's what happened.
Do you think you're going to take it on tour again this year, this fall?
I hope so. I hope so. I don't know what I don't have an exact plan at this moment because there's so much stuff going on my artist side.
Okay.
But we'll see. You know, I like to take it to more cities, even more cities on the West Coast, and just keep the vibe going, the fun vibes.
And perhaps, you know, Tampa on the East Coast?
Hey, Tampa's fine. Let's go.
I know a lot of people would like to see you.
I've never been to Tampa, so we'll see.
All the more reason to put it on your schedule.
Yeah, gotta get there.
Gotta get there. We'll take care of you. The Kiss and Grind title, that's really sexy for a dance party. How'd you come up with that? And why? Tell me all about the title.
The title is a very Philadelphia inside statement. Kiss and Grind is basically, when we were younger, we were starting to date or trying to figure it all out. Even before you start getting sexual, you go out with a girl and your friends ask you, did you get a K&G?
Oh.
Did you get a kiss and grind? You know? So at the end of the day, when we started doing these parties where I wanted people to be closer, I just kind of brought that into it and called it Kiss and Grind, because that's just something we said all the time on the streets, man. Did you get a KG last night? At least, you know, it's like at least a KG.
Wow, okay, that's interesting. When you did that tour last fall, what did you enjoy most about it?
I enjoyed watching people rediscover fun, movement, dancing, reminiscing on good songs, or discovering new music or hearing different sounds. Even the DJs are so accustomed to playing records that they really don't like, just to satisfy either bar owners or people who are just addicted to whatever's on the radio. A lot of DJs struggle with that because they want to play so much more music, but then they have some 25 ladies like, I want to hear blah blah blah, and it you know, becomes this thing. Then when I come into town, it's like whatever you play, whatever you do, everyone embraces it. It's a little bit more of a celebration, and everyone's appreciative of that. So it's good to see the energy levels go up and everybody have a ball.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about your current project that you're working on that's going to be released this year in 2013.
And my latest album is called Love Machine, and it's a celebration of creating the perfect man, or a journey of what it's like to be a creator trying to make the perfect man for the woman. But then what happens is you find out that it was always you. Already. You didn't have to create it, it was always there. So that's what the love machine is about. It's just the journey of figuring it out on my terms.
Wow. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Now, do you already have something in the works as far as a tour to complement that? I mean,
well, hopefully that always comes into play. You know, that's the goal. To tour it, to you know, as many videos as possible, as many blogs, whatever.
Now, what's your ultimate goal musically in your music career? What's your ultimate goal? What do you want to achieve?
I don't really see.
It's all said and done.
I don't really see things that way. Like I want to do this, that, or the other thing. Because most of the times that's based on you looking at somebody else and saying you want that. And I don't really live life that way. I mean, I'd like to be in front of as many people as possible, but do I want to do a stadium tour of 70,000 seater capacity? Maybe, maybe not. You know, I'm not interested in being Aerosmith. That's not my end game. I would like to be in as many homes as possible. I would like the music to resonate in people's lives as much as possible. If there is something that would be a goal of mine, is to achieve that. And just to go around and have fun, you know, let the music take me to places where I can have fun and I can help people have fun and feel good about themselves. And anything else on top of it is, you know, icing on the cake.
Well, you heard it right here. This is Vikter Duplaix. Now, you got to check him out. Either go to YouTube, Google him, or even go to his official website, which is www.vikterduplaix.com. Okay? So check this guy out. Look for his new music coming out, and it's going to be hot.
Yes, very hot, steamy.
That's him.